Let's go. Katowice, it's time for Inferno. Outsiders ready themselves to try and take it the distance. NaVi on that defense to start. Outsiders on that attack.
Counter-terrorists win.
And so it begins. It's always interesting to see every team with their own unique approach to these pistols. It's the closest to a full deathmatch brawl you're going to get throughout this map. Well, I say that. There's a smoke and a flash in play. I could say the same. In fact, a couple more for NaVi.
Yeah, and two sets of Julies here, which is really important where we're going to see these set up. Simple, playing for info. Spots T-stairs, and I don't think he got a glimpse in second mid, so he will hang around. Fame is already up close and personal here towards the bottom of apps. It's going to be a 2-3 split. And now, it's a standard info play to expect the CT to cross mid, check boiler. So hiding in plain sight was Outsiders, and now to set up their util. Flit with a smoke at the ready here. A flash for James as well, who's patrolling towards the bottom of Banana. This is going to look like a bit of an apps pop here. Now, Simple's Julies, if they can get in the right place, they can munch away. But right now, he's tasked with top mid in a crossfire with Bit.
He must know there's a timer on this. Yeah, considering it. Expecting some utility to be the precursor to this commit. 3 about to ward fall out of the apartment. Simple starts to position for this, and nice under the balcony angle, hard to track. Fame strafe, and Simple empty-handed. Just like that, Outsiders have access to the site.
Retakes on here, no kit in play. MPO with a light bit of util, but 40 seconds on the clock, and no, don't do it to us. Don't kick us off like this. Oh, you wouldn't quite believe it, would you? Well, that's all it's going to take here.
Effecto has no reason, other than perhaps conceding the kill reward. May as well have a little look in, see if he can get himself some extra cash for a frag, but don't forget the radius has been expanded.
I guess avoiding giving them 300 bucks as well, so if we're going to really get down into the tiniest of details here. But Outsiders have worked this one out, starting to spring forward, move out of that bomb radius you just mentioned, and well, Perfecto, he might go down, yeah, and he will, so Kickit will take that one, and positive signs for Kickit there early. A frag out the gates, he will go down to the bomb, but 3 staying alive on the NaVi side. 2 pairs of armor, a light bit of util for MPO, and Outsiders with 1 kill and just outmaneuvering yet again. Oh, NaVi looking to take the challenge this time around. You can see the upgrades coming in, left-hand side of your screen. Scout, those Julies carried across. A Famus now in the mix, so not going to be the easiest of rounds for Outsiders. They've got a couple of Mac 10s, so let's see how they want to wield these. Fame and Chiron towards second mid, Flit and Kickit to work on Banana, and James to be, well, wherever the hell he wants. Sandbag Molly, they can stand here, so this shouldn't spread and force them off this line.
That will, though. 2 flashes, 2 Molotovs, and Banana is theirs. Don't know if Bit heard that, but there is certainly some occupation in the apartments.
NBL has a smoke here to block. They obviously want to hold on to this for as long as possible, but there's no presence Banana right now. Heard the long smoke, might want to get this out. Might be too little too late.
Yeah, he's just hoping for that quick headshot. Turns the flash, they're already up! And Fame down. Kickit, though, will win out the duels, and Kickit only with 2 HP, so close to a second.
And that's all it's going to take here. The other 3 will be saving over towards B once more, so Outsiders, same approach, back-to-back rounds. Yanko highlighted a similar round earlier in the tournament with Sprout taking on OG. Just a reluctance to use that util, right? To use that smoke to block, and well, didn't get it done. Paid the price. And a 2-0 start here. As we're on board with Chiron here as one of these curious postures. I guess he's young.
Yeah.
I tried pulling that one off today.
That's probably how it started, and yeah. Maybe Outsider's going to have to get a chiropractor on the contract.
Payroll, yeah, fly him around the world. Well, the posture might change over time. You know, seen a couple of players who have been chopping and changing with that.
Certainly, you know, when you top frag international LAN tournament with $1 million on the line, maybe you could, your shoulders will naturally be pulled a little further back, if you know what I'm saying.
All right, well, this is a very clean start here for Outsiders, doing it the easy way. 3 kills in 2 rounds of play here. And yeah, MPO trying to dodge the flash out of position. Bit drops off the balcony, giving up positional control of Porch, and well, there you have it.
Yeah, I mean, it is the perfect way to take apps because of the mastery of this movement Fame has done now 2 rounds in a row. You either try and track him, or if you focus on someone else, by the time his feet touch the ground, he's ready to take that shot.
Yeah, I expect NaVi to have a bit more of a go of it this time here. So run boost, simple across mid with the scout in hand. He's going to take this peek, and well, knowing it's coming, James definitely knows these tricks. Avoids the shot, the banana pressure, Flit in the fight, flashed off, and safe. But Kickit, he's going to mop things up. That's what you need to see from Kickit here.
Yeah, he'll be fighting for Banana for 30 rounds, I reckon.
Well, this is the thing, right? Banana, it's such a util battle, and the decisions you make when that util comes your way, he's definitely got a lot more reps in that than any of the other riflers in his team, right? So this guy in a major semi-final once upon a time has won a major as well, right? In more recent history, him and James alongside for those rides. So James does have a gap over towards long here. Simple in library isn't acknowledging it until, oh, he's already slipped past, scopes back out, cops a shot or two, and Simple very low.
James disrespects the smoke, and perfecto. Job done. Zug, zug. And in typical Outsiders fashion, maybe we use this opportunity, because this is going to be something they always like to do, just having someone to make the saves even more painful. You want to keep hold of what you got? Flit's been here the whole time, and you can see the hesitant Simple knows that this is not going to be safe territory.
And there it goes. Yeah, and the key there is not the scout, but the head armor, right? So you're just looking at the little details in a game like this, because it's all connected, right? It's isolated to 1 round short while we're watching these frags come in. MPL, not bad. Course corrects there, gets himself something. But shouldn't be long for this world. James not going to pick that one up, and there you go. A 3-0 start, and quite an easy 3-0 here early, and that was good job from Outsiders cleaning house there, but we will see the buy come forward. Poor Perfecto already having to operate with a bit of a FAMAS here. Can't get out his weapon of choice just yet. And this was Kickit making up for the flash in the face of Flit right there. Let's see what this first gun round has in store right here.
All right, the guns are out and about. As are the AWPs. Ooh, Fame. After all of his beautiful parkour in the first 2 rounds, just off the rail there, and it leads to a nade he'd otherwise would have been able to evade.
NaVi are giving up banana control here. They have no information top banana right now. They're more than happy to hand this one over. You can see Electronic at the ready. Has Perfecto up close and personal with some block utility in the hand. Mid crossfire with MPL. And Simple, who's actually started to back off. So top banana control now secured, but Telegraph, that utility right there, will let NaVi know exactly what's up on the other side. This boost available for spawn, but look at this, both orbs trying to activate. Simple tickled by the flames. That should have been heard by Fame or Chiron there. Bit of a gap here on the left-hand side of that smoke.
I wonder if Flit will investigate. Yeah, you can see like a moth to the flame. He's found a gap. And it's Chiron that falls. Simple on the reclear. And ahead of the smoke is Flit. He's into the site now. Electronic does go down. A big one back for the Outsiders. And with 35 and counting, they will commit. Perfecto. Hoping for support. Simple and NPL to provide the cover. There is a smoke for CT, but 25 and oh my God, what's this?
They've got time. They can run it back right now. They still have to deal with Bit over towards Pit here.
It's all Bit. It's all Bit.
Wait, they faked it? They faked it. They're heading back towards B. What is going on?
Oh, this is horrible. The cruel mind game of Counter-Strike. Fame trying to sell it, and they are rotating.
7 seconds.
Perfecto screaming for help. If he can just deny the bomb, the round is done. NPL with a hero play. A triple for good measure. This is getting, like, I don't know, what's more dimensions than 4D chess? We're in like 5D chess, we've got smell-o-vision or something. This is the fake of the cut noise and then also considering going back to A.
Yeah, with about 20 seconds left, they would have had time to rotate the whole way back, right? Or at least they should have had just enough. But Bit still towards Pit. It was just anchors on either side of the server there, and NaVi, they've been looking good in the rotations throughout so far, and Simple wants to step out wide, flashed off the line. We'll have to respect that. In Banana, the fight is coming. Electronic looks like he wants to barrel forward here.
Electronic now puts his pedal to the metal. Silent dismount. 10 points from the judges.
Well, they've tucked him into logs here. Perfecto's pushed forward as well. Another smoke deployed, and this is where Electronic should get back. So the mission accomplished. They've cleared out Banana. They have that full control, and even a light tag there onto James. It's forcing them and funneling them up mid here.
Yeah, Chiron, first of all, in the previous, missed it between the wickets. Now Simple has to concede long. Pressure mounting towards this A site. They can wrap through Electronic considering the arch smoke.
They have so much space here.
Threatening. NaVi talking it through, piecing together their reactions. And down goes Electronic, kick it. Everything covered. And after all of that...
Yeah, they know it's a B defender. They know Electronic holds B with Perfecto here. So now they're going to try and isolate Perfecto on this B bomb site. Chiron parked. He can cover off the rotations. He's in a power position for this. NaVi can't go mid to B. They will have to push down mid. And they're hot on the trail. They've spotted out Fame. Perfecto's blocked them for now. The race is on. 20 seconds.
This is amazing. The bomb will go down unless Perfecto can stop it. They have the site. Oh, unchecked, backs are turned, and a big good headshot out of Perfecto. Fast on this though, multiple bodies up Banana. Fame does well onto Bit, and a double for good measure. NaVi will take that one on the chin. Ouch.
Okay, there's some of these decisions here, right? They're really using all of the details, right? You ask any of these players at the top of the scoreboard, right? When you ask, where does this player play on a map? And they will tell you, because when you're digging into the tendencies, you're watching the demo, you're having the analysts prepare the notes, handing them over, they are some of the key pieces of information. You need to identify exactly where everybody holds here. So they just pipped the gap right there. Chiron was completely removed from the play. He was sitting over towards Moto the entire time, and they didn't need him. So Fame with another powerful double up will break serve here. NaVi just down to some pistols, looking to make a dent with these. Now we know that Inferno has definitely been trending in the fashion of a T-sided map, so how many can outsiders really slather on before NaVi gets started?
Such a cool level to the game. A nice trade out of Bit. Doesn't get quite greedy initially, knows potential from Fame. But a rifle now in the headshot machine's hands gives NaVi a little leg up in the odds of this one. Outsiders still hot favorites to take it. There is very little for NaVi to say about this as they walk through. Perfecto misses his chance and rolls some damage onto Flit. Certainly a little worse for wear. Just one more headshot. It's onto the healthy kick. Even the USP chips in for good measure. It's threatening.
And now back towards A. Plenty of time for this. Fame's already up that long side. Simple's rotated over. He might be able to find himself a gun, sure, but he doesn't know what's on the other side of the smoke. James should be able to waltz on in. Very careful about this, but the site is clear.
And the rifle is his. Some uncharacteristic misses out of Simple so far this series. Big game player. And outsiders, this is the flying start they would have been hoping for. Not only the pistol, the conversions, and then as soon as you taste a gun round, you get back to the winning ways.
Not happy with the first AK. Simple wanted to try and change things up there. Happy to pick up a different one. All right, well,
more stickers on that.
Likes that one. But still a very calm start here to things. Similar fashion as we had over there in Overpass, but this map will just, by the sheer nature of it, play a whole lot faster. You're going to see these skirmishes for that banana control. Quite a consistent feature of this map, and it's very U2 heavy, right? Hitting the shots, that's great, right? And definitely when you watch G2 the other day, the fact that they would play out there late, they'd bring the AWP, they'd bring Nico's rifle with some flashes. That's when it's a bit more aim heavy, right? But in the early stages of a banana fight, definitely very U2 dependent on what sets are being thrown from either side. But NaVi now back into the guns. No AWP available for Simple here, so they will be doing things with 5 rifles, but that's where it felt like they did some of their better work on the CT side of Overpass.
Three dispatched early for the B defense and skirmish, as you've outlined. Standard utility, and Flip actually charging. No smoke on half wall. Flash to come over the top. Electronic surely going to eat this one as he changes his mind, turns tail, and will concede top banana for now.
Yeah, that's where somebody like Flit is calling the shots, right? So they go into one of their default openings here, but Flit's the one who gets to test the waters. Does he want the flash? Does he not want the flash? Well, This time round might want it on a little bit of a delay here. Banana control and boiler and halls quite early, so a minute 15 on the clock. NaVi aren't playing forward anywhere other than top mid with Simple and MPL on the crossfire. This is the only real territory they have to hold on to here.
Oh, electronic counter molly. Flit fast and through it. It's Perfecto, who's good for the defense. Simple getting his head rocked, but defended by NPL. They combine forces for the double shutdown. Frags on all fronts. In sync. And now that sinking feeling for James.
Simple's already here. Ooh, okay. Well, I don't think he's going to catch him here. Like ships in the night, there's no way they're going to check this one out. James very fortunate here if he does want to retain this. If he continues to walk, he's got about 25 seconds. There is an open avenue right now. He just has to get past Bit. But likely here just to see the classic James time. Coming out for the clear here, so they're definitely looking for him. Electronic, it'd be great if he finds him after time. The loss bonus not coming through. It's going to be a little bit of a shock. And look how many bodies they are sending after James right now. Oh, clearing the wrong way. He will get to survive here.
A master of an art form within the game. Keeping hold of that rifle when you need to. And you can see Flitz and proactivity here was just Perfecto good for it. A must-have frag, and this is what was going down on A in the meantime. You can see Simple and MPL clearing middle together. They got that head-to-head 2-on-2. It was MPL that bailed his buddy out.
Timeout from outsiders here. It's a dust on the mic. See how they're going to change things up going into this next round, round number 8 here. Rifles available for everybody on both sides of the service and no emissions. See, outsiders are getting a whole lot of map territory, right? The fact that they've been getting this boiler and halls, they've been getting the banana control relatively easily. They could group up and go for an execute as a unit here, right? Just leave one lurk, because they're trying to take fights on multiple fronts and then play out this rotation game, which was working for them early. Very keen to stay strong top mid. It's been quite persistent from NaVi to either have that crossfire under the balcony, in trash. Now, Simple. Well, for a moment, he was up on the balcony. Now, Flit with the flashes. Find a bit of a safe haven here. More chip damage with the nade. And a bit of a read or a gamble. I'm going to let you decide, as Perfecto is starting to make his way back over towards A here. So they'll be 4 strong.
Forced away by the flame. Considering a boost. They want answers. Ahead of Outsider's schedule. So much time still on the clock. And here they come, charging through the smoke into NPL. Perfecto goes wide! Oh, and he sends them all down. Perfecto and NPL clear out mid. And NaVi sail smoothly into their 3rd round. Fame, a chance to disrupt. But the bomb is lost under NaVi's boots. And I can't stop singing the praises of MPL.
He's doing a great job, right? Just these double ups, these multi-kills. The fact he's having impact here. Exactly what they needed, but Fame will draw one back, just chipping away at the CT economy, making sure they can't just continue to flourish in that department here. And he wants to do exactly what James did in the previous, hold on to this AK so they have something threatening into the next. Loss bonus at 1900 mark, so not a whole lot of cash for them to work with going into round number 9. This may be the biggest and best weapon they have to work with. So let's see how much they can get out of this. And that was a more direct approach. You noticed that the outsiders executed as a team. They had a set plan. And NaVi played ahead of it. They had a gamble stack of their own. They made A strong. They were playing retake on the B bomb site. Called their bluff, and it paid off.
Silent mantle into the apartment by virtue of the boost. You can see this is that double up we've been talking about. It was the same case on Overpass. They came his way. He was good for the 2nd as well. More than you could hope for. Such a high-stakes game. We heard Twist talking about their consistent presence of something threatening on their T sides. You can see that smattering of additional backup Kevlar. Chiron could afford himself an extra vest.
Timing on this, they were looking to get this mid control with that long smoke. Likely have the molly combo under the porch here. Flashing through the pistols might want to take some space. They got it regardless, so top mid.
Smoke is fading. The new one takes its place. NPL, no answers for Arch. It is going to be covered by Electronic, and so short bit's been waiting for this. Nade in the right place. The bullets are too many. 4 Simple to handle alone, and Chiron's Deagle's already found one. Surely not with just this half pie. They've only got a couple of pistols. Flip manages to convert. The AK on the floor, still one on Chiron as he worms his way through CT.
Jame might get caught up with the bomb here. He's hanging around Boiler. They know that B's the weakest side, but Jame just chilling out in Boiler with this bomb on his back. The push is coming. The push is coming their way.
Oh, they won't clear it. They're going to start rotating to B. None the wiser. Absolutely pantsed. What a call. What a play.
Oh, this didn't work on overpass. Remember, he got stuck down in connector. Simple found him out. The bomb got dropped, and now they know the jig is up. The bomb down. They're going to give this one a go. It is still a 3-on-3 situation here.
And they are still worse for wear. No armor on any of them.
Ticket only has a Glock.
They can't. They shouldn't. They have no right to this round. Outsiders looking to do some daylight robbery here in Katowice. NaVi, they don't want to fall foul to any funny angles and close corners, but they do have to get a bit of a wiggle on now. Perfecto has the kit. Into the sight. Flit to the head of Pit. Now they have to worry about Pit. Perfecto needs to get on that bomb, and PL saves them. Kickert running him down, trying to be the hero, and just enough time. Sweat off of the brow for NaVi. Good grief. I mean, we talk about outsiders doing a lot with a little, Chad, but can we just
This
reflect?
is getting ridiculous.
This is getting crazy.
They just keep calling the bluff in all of these situations and rotations made by the two youngest, Bit and MPL here, making their way down mid. Perfecto screaming, boys, it's not here. There's no more coming for the attack and Flip from Pit. He's doing the absolute best he can here.
Like, it's like outsiders play makes your comms kind of turn against each other. You're like, update me. I need more info.
Well, a good plan considering the situation here, so they will get themselves into a much juicier looking buy now.
Oops. Oh, a lot of Molotov and not a lot of damage. Different shape to NaVi's B defense this time. You can see Simple trying to take that big green into a big opening, and Flit just on the precipice of the smoke. A jiggle perhaps enough. Simple makes him a dead man.
Good adjustment there. You can see he did spot him on the cusp of the smoke, and oh, Electronic gives one back, walking into it, but Simple again.
He's just gonna take them all down. Why not? I lose Electronic, I'll make that advantage once more. And as you know, and as NPL starting to learn, they're everywhere. And this is nice from Fame. Perhaps gonna catch off the rotation. Perfecto alert, and not quite as precise. A Galil. Successful in the duel. Fame keeping the round very interesting. Now the bomb on the back of Chiron. With Jame down, Chiron might have to adopt a similar supportive role. Bomb on his back and decisions to be made.
They know it's the AWP on B here. They can isolate him, it's just that one smoke in play.
Simple thinks better of throwing out the divider smoke. Second guessing himself, he'll just take it dry. Oh, Fame gets across, baits the shot on the low HP, and they're running him down just to the leg. Simple cannot defend the B site, and instead it's a horrible retake. NPL and Bit not interested.
Oof, told to hold on to this again, and it's just outsiders with this mid-round decision-making, continuously just making the correct call, isolating Simple back of the side, and you're thinking to yourself, if you're NaVi, okay, Simple's there, he's definitely that one, only gets away with a leg shot. That was after the 2 opening kills over towards Banana. They opted to smoke Coffins, right, not thinking that he'd be playing over towards CT with the AWP this late within the round. That was the right call, and then with his smoke, that was way off the mark, right? You traditionally see it a whole lot tighter, so it gives them a gap to work with, play around. There's a big void right there. Outsiders will get up to 6.
Do me a favor, Chad.
Okay.
Put your in-game leader hat on for a second.
I can try.
And when you're considering a team you're playing against to be annoying, to the point where you say, I hate it, when you're calling against a team and you say, I hate it, Would that do something to your calling? Would that have an impact on your game or the approach you'd be making your boys go for?
I think if you're losing to silly situations that you know are going to come up your way, that would be frustrating, right? But this is why you see in that scenario they wanted to surge forward with a fight. They're hoping to find a gap because you see outsiders how spread up they are in a lot of these scenarios here. So this is Simple coming out for the trade and necessary because the round was already hard enough. And Electronic going wide without a smoke towards bottom of Banana, that's not something you would traditionally see. So they're hoping to play into whatever tendencies they've discovered with outsiders. But Flit, up Banana again.
Good nade. Right on the money. Fame the same, catches Flak in the apartments on his mantle. And oh dear, Electronic down and out. It was Flit again, good for it. Consistent on the way in. Perfecto's got a trove of additional utility. You can see it in the rotations of these CTs. There is still uncertainty brewing as a product of this Outsiders playbook. Util A.
Yeah, Perfecto still has a few bits of util to block here, but if Outsiders call the bluff on their smoke and they launch their way into the site with a nice pulp flash, Perfecto's going to be under a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, I don't know how he gets himself out of this. They're coming, and there's a gap on that one. Chip damage. Good incendiary. Might buy time. You can't really disrespect that. Certainly not Kick It or Fame. Across, though, all the same. Perfecto trying to take matters into his own hands. Tracks out one. 3-on-3. Yet to be planted. Kick It trying as hard as he might. Good angle, and it doesn't deny. Kick It, his last dying wish is to plant the bomb. Now Jame hunting into Simple. A clean shot to the belly. Puts us in that 2-on-2. Can Bit and NPL, the two youngest NaVi members, piece it together against Jame and his pad one. Yes, indeed, Chiron with the headshot. Bit with the smoke and the kit, but priorities. It's deployed for retreat, and Chiron might even jump through it. Okay, he's feeling himself. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. If any, Jame will hate that though. Oh, okay, Bit. Best of a bad situation. Takes it all down. Might even have an AWP to grab if he's got sticky fingers.
Yeah, he'll take the AK here. The best he could grab right there. Sure, makes it expensive, but Outsiders are up to 7 here. And you can just see all of these fights. Right? The Flit trades out top Banana. Go into the site. They get one. They trade back. Another frag happens. Simple gets one, goes down. So it's just constantly dribs and drabs of kills here. There's no multi-kills happening, at least in a fast variety. And this is Jame onto the flash player Perfecto. Chiron dealing with MPL on the retake here, and then sure, Bit knows that he has to save. There's no way back in, not worth the risk. Takes them both down here, but just a consolation, and it will be a timeout now. The first call from NaVi. They're starting to feel the pressure here. They pick it into Inferno an awful lot, and it's definitely a mixed bag of results on their Inferno. We do have Mirage as the third and deciding map in this series if we do need to get there, but as we know, both of these teams, they like to go the distance. Simple's been gifted the AK here, right? And he was in good form over there on Overpass, so you can understand why that's found his hands. We'll need to find some impact with it, however.
I like the aggression. That is off a beaten path.
He's made steps. They know he's here.
Yeah, maybe Bit will bait. Shows his face and a frag. That will change the plan again. Lovely work from Bit. Not only bringing that rifle in, but not needing it to find an opening. Now what? Says Outsiders, and Flit.
They won't expect this. They smoke long. Simple's not going to be ready for this. Flit and Chiron are already past it, dealing with the mid-to-B rotation. Smoke and mirrors, literally here.
Yeah, and Electronic's going to be mad as he loses his head. Hot lead to the face. Simple's got to worry about so much now. He knows CT is lost. Moto a safe haven. But Outsiders, this is those thumb screws just tightening once again. B players isolated, hopeless, and dead. Flit, what a save. He's going to finish it with a dunk. Beautiful. 3 points.
They know Bit was over towards this A side of the map here with the 5-7, but they still haven't identified where the safe AK is. So as Flit clears out the B bomb site, they will now know that they can just run on in and get that bomb down. Bit's going to see if he can find that AK that, oh, it was only a Tech 9, so he won't be able to find himself an upgrade here. Still going to come down to the preference of the pistol.
Bomb has been planted.
And half one for outsiders here. So Flit with 3 kills, and that's all she wrote. The fact that they're in CT spawn, that reaction was fantastic, right? You see James, he drops that util knowing that Karan and Flit are already making their way around that arch side, playing with the rotations, understanding that's likely a gap. If a team is going to do an aggressive apartments maneuver, likely long is going to be weak on. So a good read there from James and co. Another round posted on the board here. But what comes next is NaVi wanting to take a bit more of a fight across the map. We have been speaking about a lot of these rounds where they've been more than happy to give up banana control. It's only been a couple of occasions where Electronics barreled down. Staying pretty strong on top mid in more of these occasions. Facto again with a FAMAS here. He's had a FAMAS quite a few times, and there's going to have to be an MP9 for Electronic. We know what he's able to do with that. He's kind of filling the void that Boomish left with that weapon over towards the banana position. Bit will get his AK back for good measure. MPO who's been great in patches here.
Oh, just the style points of reloading before it even...
He's guaranteed.
He knew. He knew. The damage had been inflicted. 8. And certainly not going to be comfortable for Electronic early. That is, though. Ooh, okay, Flit forced forwards into more nades and pain. Does he want to give them an AK? Flash is good. Maybe Electronic does go wide on this. See it. This battle, it's fought with more than bullets. Simple. Ooh, confirmation of Chiron's coming. Holds his nerve and the trigger until relevant and necessary. Chiron shut down. Simple sticking around. Man, once more. In pursuit of answers, you can see that jiggle on short side. No one actively clearing out mid, but as steps are heard, Kickit pulls or baits a smoke out of Perfecto, and that was the last they had. Now, the CT smoke is early and may get NaVi rotating. Forward position, good frag. Now the question is, how many more? Simple on that speedway. Indecision, in limbo. Needs to make a choice, especially now NPL's gone down. Big one back from Bit. It's just 2 members of Outsiders. How imposing, how threatening can it be? Flip. 5 HP. Now 0. James dancing around the site. Plant is great. Round, impossible. Running him down with a good flash bang, finds himself in a safe haven, somehow survives the full length of that flash, but will go down. Time to course correct for NaVi.
Yeah, just a lot of these isolated fights yet again in a round like this. James getting the bomb down great. It's going to help them in that buy department. Flip can drop an AWP across here. They should be able to make this one work. James could even buy one of his own, but questions would be around what type of round they're looking for here. But the pressure on Bit in this situation, right? They baited out the rotation as they should. Fame takes down MPL. Bit has to step up and be countered here, and he just takes his time. He understands that, as you mentioned, only 2 players, how imposing it's okay if they get the bomb down. We need to secure the round here, so that one's going to feel good. And it will force another timeout. This will be Outsiders' second in this second map of play thus far. They want to do something more direct now, right? A real pace change from Outsiders. We discussed the same thing over there on Overpass. They definitely had a few of them up their sleeve. In fact, they've already accrued 8 rounds, gives them a buffer to maybe make a bit more of an out-the-box call right now. Kickit likely to have to operate here with a drop from a teammate, and it's Fame. Has the MAC-10 right now. More towards the back of the pack here, so I don't expect to see him gallivanting anywhere fast. Will we see more of a set piece here?
Yeah, he's been very comfortable in those apartments, hasn't been too much resistance. Of course, one aggression we saw out a bit in Simple. Double nades on a timing and no one home. Pressure back though, Flit forcing his smoke into the flame, and not much to be gained. The nade shy.
Yeah, understands that situation, right? With that deep broom, Molly knows likely they're going to take some banana control off of that, and Electronic and MPO were leering forward. So he negates that option, he removes it from play, actually flushes them back here. So helps secure outsiders with this banana control. They're sure they don't know what is towards the mouth of banana or over towards the sandbags right now, but Kyron and Fame, in a moment's time, are going to have full halls and boiler. So they have NaVi right where they want them. This is a completely passive setup across the map here, in the darker NaVi.
Reminiscent of our first. Pulled across the line. 29 rounds of play on our first map. Outside is a good haul. Make it a strong statement for map 3, especially if they can find these remaining 2 attacking rounds, setting the bar incredibly high for NaVi on the swap of the side. Down the gullet. 75 damage nade. Flit still just standing up, puffing up his chest and saying, I could be 3. Fame, then again with the movement, gets himself into mini pit, nearly finds Simple, brings him low, Mac 10 to the helmet, Kyron good onto NPL. And this is the frag, Jane good with the element of surprise from long side. If he can find Simple, oh, he doesn't have the time. He doesn't have the time for this. And so concedes, takes damage and frags, but it will be NaVi's round. Consolation at that stage in the game. Time for our final round of NaVi's defense. 7 required.
Yeah, you see Jane right there. He understands that if he goes and tries to pick the bomb up, still very unlikely he can plant that in time. Knows that the AWP will treat him much nicer for round number 15 here. A moment quicker, there would have been a chance for this one, but he will bring the AWP forward, and 9-6 going into halftime for Outsiders would feel great. Their bye, not really complimentary of that type of a discussion here. Let's see how much they can get out of this. Look at this aggression. Straight up mid. That scope may have been heard from the boiler player. Yeah, I think it was. Good response from Bip.
Good nade from James. He's doing everything he can with his AWP, and Simple might oblige.
Oh, not far off.
He went wide enough. Saved himself from a frustrating death. Now, if you want info, the info will likely involve an Electronic SMG and a nade to the deep banana. Here they come. Electronic, cleared, hard clear, the hit of the crouch, enough to evade the crosshair.
They've got 2 on the site still here. Simple with that AWP over towards the Coffin's position. So backing up the likes of Perfecto, they've gone for a 2-2 split of their resources right here, NaVi, to try and hold on to this one.
Kiket's found himself a smoke, so they will have 1. On him. 30 seconds. Smokes are down from NaVi. Pit smoke's safe now from any flame. They can peek over the top of it as well. Hard angle for the apartment's players. Trying to get into the site. Bit reveals himself, confirms presence in the apps. Jane posted up as the bomb being punched, and there's no one can voice concerns. They know it's likely a double pit setup. Kyron, this would be a huge frag. Simple versus Kyron, and it's Kyron supreme. Perfecto from the library, revealed and tagged. Locked on down, outsiders with just a couple of rifles again. So threatening, Perfecto, good headshot. Takes down the AWP. We need to get him to the site though, Bit with only 1. It doesn't seem like there's any hope. Any chance? A good frag. But just playing the clock, it's Kyron to close. A good headshot. Holding my breath for this one. Bit secures 7. That's a half they can work with. NaVi want to close in 2. Outsiders, as always, trying to take us the distance. Join us after the break as we see if we see 3. Second half of our second map of our first quarterfinal here. It's top 6 baby playoffs of IEM Katowice. NaVi versus Outsiders. Surprisingly, a rare head-to-head, not one we get to see all too often, and certainly with some new names on the block to finish. Bit and Chiron in the server, of course, newest name, NPL, integrating into the roster has left NaVi looking a little less than the Goliath they typically are. Outsiders the same though. Winning Rio, making a change. It's led to some instability in what is normally a very ironed out system.
I'm glad we got towards that tail end there, down to the wire, as is tradition between these two apparently. So let's see, as we move into the second half, inseparable. Just one round the difference. As Chiron showed a little bit of frustration. Well, P250 in the hands of the big man himself, Simple, wielding this. On the other side of things, the highlight pistol upgrade will be jammed into the Julies, and he's currently with two of his teammates on this B bomb site. Chiron with the smoke at the ready, a flash in the hands of Fame to set this one up as well. You can see the trap that has been laid on towards this side of the map, and the decoy, well, we've seen this a couple of times, used to bait out util on some of these slower crawls and crawling towards the top mid, kick it, and Flit looking for a fight, but not finding anything whatsoever. It is just Bit who's very, very passive in the apartments right now.
Equipped, Simple, with everything he needs, but elsewhere, Bit's adventures instantly cut short. Simple the same. That P250 doesn't even fire a bullet before he meets Fame.
Now they're locked.
Yeah, and actually very aggressive. Kick it. Not playing to contain initially. He wanted to close that gap and end this round. Now you can see they're up the creek without the paddle.
They know they have to finish now towards B. Here they go.
Shame. And the boys, it's Fame again on that coffin position. Jewel Berettas fill the feed for 2. Easy.
That's going to feel really good. Both pistols right now, if they can find this conversion. NaVi without the plant. Here. So it should be 10. More than confirmed, unless they go for the force bind. Well, let me tell you, we can watch the highlights here. That's a crispy one there from Fame. NaVi have actually decided to push this one to the limit here. Everybody buying in a little something, some Tech 9s, a Deagle for Simple, some util. Run boost for Jane playing for info here. Didn't see an awful lot on that T-Stairs cross, and Well, Electronic quite quick up in towards Boiler here. James needs to be careful.
Yeah, this might catch them off guard. The nimble Tech 9 and very precise. MP9 for his troubles.
It's on a full rotation. B's open right now.
They are coming. Oh, it's not subtle, but it's brutal. NaVi just kick open the A site. Every shot connects. Perfecto 1. Electronic another. 3 from the leader. It's his call, and he leads by example.
What an inspired round. I don't know where this one came from. Just run and shoot heads. Yeah, that seems pretty simple. We like that one, don't we? Simple finishes things off. Flick goes down. An instant response here around where it did look like it was going to be an eco. The Tech 9 buy came in late. Freeze time had ended. Bit was still buying.
He was still in spawn, putting on his Kevlar vest.
He quite didn't believe the call there, and Electronic was like, yeah, I'm just going to win this round single-handedly here. Look at the kills coming in this round. 3 frags. He's turned that into, I think, 6 right now.
Yeah, that's not bad. Doubling your kills in a second round force. Inspired stuff.
That came way too easy.
Yeah, the frags coming through for Electronic. A good sign of things to come. Simple the same. It's NPL and Bit at the top of the tables right now.
Well, Outsiders are going to buy back into things. The Force Fly Wars are on, and with what they have working, they need to take a call here, take a timeout, have a bit of a chit-chat about how they want to use this flip M4A1S. These SMGs in play are going to shred. There's only one set of head armor available here. That's all they have on Flit, so he is going to be the man you look to find a difference. If they just hit the other side, if they deal with whatever Outsiders have to offer here, you're likely to just see Flit save this. Going to fill you with an awful lot of confidence. The tail end of that half, or the last round of that half, Bit winning the clutch, and now Electronic doing that. So knowing that you're shattering Outsiders here.
Yeah, you just tell your boys, look, we can shoot them. We can shoot them. With the lesser guns, a massive round back from NaVi early.
Simple as the bomb here. Needs to be a little bit careful about this. Someone might want to put him in check and say, yo, can you throw that one back?
Yeah, but I can see rage in his play. The man just wants to frag. You wouldn't.
He's got the bomb. He's going through the smoke. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, okay. Now a good smoke is thrown. Fame, though, tucked into that close corner. A second CT smoke. That should be enough. Surely that's enough to ward you off. Yeah, look at it.
Neither of them are good. This is combined, sure, but they were thrown both a little bit lopsided either way here, so Perfecto is going to have a gap to work with momentarily. This is Flit M4.
Flit with it all to do, but with the right weapon to do it. Coming his way, separates Simple from the pack and from his life. It's one and done. 50 damage onto Electronic, the A site open. They don't know it.
Now, this position from Perfecto, he can hear any footsteps. If they rotate, you can call this all out. You can see the mouth moving here. Understanding the situation, knowing he's heard a couple of steps, and now he's going to play for info. Multiple bodies on the side, that can be relayed. The bomb will go down momentarily. They can clear out this A side, but they have the number disadvantage. If Outsiders want to give this one a crack, they definitely can. 10 seconds, bomb about to go down. MPL planning towards the back of the site. Electronic in Graveyard, Bit over towards the pit. There's one flash on James. If this can be perfectly placed as the M4 scavenge now. There's another one over towards that long side if they would like, and well, no, they would not like.
Makes sense, as that second M4 might be found by Kickit. Success. Not in victory, but in the economy.
Taron wants to do some damage here. I think he might go missing. They're all making their way out that arch side through Library. He's going to go down with the bomb.
Yeah, he's going to hang out with his chicken. Kentucky Fried Chiron.
Oh, okay, back at the pit is back aside plan. He calculated. He knew exactly where it was planted. No dramas in the world right there. Good stuff from Chiron. We'll hold on to that.
Lovely stuff.
All right, well, we saw what happened with this in Outsiders over there on Overpass, right? We see them retain a couple of guns, pick up a few extras, and they actually make the most of it. So let's see if they can do that again. NaVi with a much stronger buy here. Into the next, Outsiders will be going for that full investment.
Oh, perfect fight. Bit with the angle advantage. Eliminates Chiron straight out of the gates. The leg up for NaVi to secure that 10th. Aware that it's still a threatening outsiders by virtue of saves. Maintains full info top mid.
Yeah, brings Flip back over, but he only has a USP here. Perfecto going to play for info once more towards B.
Chipping away a chain through the coffins, and oh, Perfecto taking a complete gamble. Saw Flit slip through the smoke, and now he's getting pesky. Silence USP from Flit. You can see the M4 got him lost. They wrap around towards A, aware it's open. It's Fame from Library side, and NPL holds his nerve, holds his spray, and holds Library now as they do look to slide that bomb in. Flit can't do much. Oh, NPL! Another time we say his name in a high-impact round. It could have got a little awkward. But all sorted. And I mean, NPL, we talked about pressure. I just want to once again reiterate that he has joined his first Tier 1 organization, and it's the organization that has been in the Spodek the most. NaVi 7 times in this arena as an organization, and now NPL representing them and helping them get to that semi-final.
Yeah, he's definitely had some impact here, right? It hasn't been anything flashy, but the multi-kills in a matchup like this, especially stylistically with these two teams, they define rounds, right? So he's had his impact, the same conversation to be had for Chiron on the other side of the server, right? These two rookies, as far as big stages go, environments like this, they're doing a fantastic job here, showing they're more than serviceable. And we're going to try and hunt this one down. It's just kick it now over towards the Ruins position, and NaVi, oh, think better of the flash. Are they going to swing out? Yes, they will. Kick it will get the double up and survive. So, sure, a couple of donations, a couple of sacrifices right there, but not the end of the world, as NaVi will break double digits, 10 rounds in total. NPL's at top of the scoreboard for the server here. He's tied with Flit on the other side of things at 15, so this is a great showing. 17 years of age. You're in NaVi where, you know, they don't mince words. They're definitely going to let you know when you've messed up, and just the exponential growth that these young guns are going to be having with their coaches, Blade and Dustin. So much tape to review, so much to watch, so much to learn from.
Some heavy nade damage. NPL catches the brunt of it, but a lot of them low. That is the best start outsiders could have asked for. Flit forward. Flash back. It's a constant just trading places, exchange of nades and space.
Yanko discussed Fame in pit with the smoke. He's still got it by his side right now, and we'll save this for the execute. You can see him right here, jiggling away. He does have a lot of support, Jame as well, and Chiron in towards the side. This is a very good read of the situation here from outsiders. They should shred them on the way in.
Let's see if this meat grinder, with their softened up NaVi players from the nade of earlier. Fame, safe from the flash, and oh, does find it. A bit labored, now to be run down, saved by Chiron. This pit setup, it's shredding through. There's nothing NaVi can do. 5 alive, Perfecto will change that. But that is about it. Flit on the arch side, containing any escapades as they clear Library and confirm he's probably coming to you, Flit, perfect. And that is it. Outsiders with a lockdown on that A site. The crossfire established and successful.
There has to be a really good read here again, right? And I think this has just been mind games for both of these teams across the map, right? How much territory, when you reflect back to Overpass, the outsiders were happy to give up, just have Fame solo A. They weren't playing connected. They were doing 4 B stacks. It gave NaVi a lot of room. This time round on Inferno, James decides, yo, we'll play a 3A strong setup. And when I say A strong, I mean towards the short and balcony side of things, not for long. They were watching long from pit, so they were more than happy to give up the territory of the mid to B. So this is the prep, right? This is prepared for what NaVi have to bring in on this T side, and they walk straight into the trap.
First gun round on the board. 4 outsiders on this CT side.
And this is where you know that it is the mind games, because immediately Blade calls a timeout here for NaVi, just to have that conversation. Yeah, they were ready for us. They had 3 players, ready and ready to go for that type of call. We might need to try and pressure this long side to see what the setup looks like. But now, if they do so, James AWP is in play.
Often the difference maker when that AWP is in his hands. Takes a forward stance. On the timing, aware that second mid could be occupied. It's a slower start for NaVi. Trying to avoid all of that early utility, and so far so good.
Yeah, not trying to take Banana in one fell swoop this time, trying to do it a bit more systematically. So logs control, garnered. You can see Kick had already attempting to line up some defensive utility, but he's been caught between two mines here. He's looking just to stall them out for a B execute.
Molly Lick heard.
Flash is being called for here. Flit wants to fight, or wanted to fight. Aggressive U2 now forces him back, so still under pressure here towards this B bomb site.
Second smoke drop. He'll spot towards the coffins, and oh, Kickert through the smoke, no less. Sours the mood in the NaVi camp.
Yeah, you'll take that one. They want to head back towards this B side. They are going to still have to get through the block utility of Kickert, who has a molly and a smoke remaining. Now he's juggling that across here, so division of labor.
Yeah, 30 seconds. It's a dream to drop that smoke now. It's run through or go in blind at 15 seconds. What do? You flash and you go. Bit throws it in. Good. Buys time for the boys. Kickert, a thorn in their side. Simple taking a real risk. 15 seconds. They know he's done it. Good damage as he gets the double. How does he find them both, Chad? That is nuts. And they will get the bomb down. This was a lost round. But now, an uncomfortable retake. Fame stampeding, trampling towards the nade. Good damage, but we need lethality. Chiron on the kick, crawling in as well. Simple hiding. Bit needs a good headshot and more to be found. Simple and Bit combined. And Simple is the name we will continue to say for round 21.
Yeah, that's massive impact for him. Joining his teammates now as far as the impact column is talking, up to 11 frags, 3 in that round. That was huge, that push. He knew he had to make a play in that scenario. Those two players were both playing outside of the site, identified by Simple, had to take that risk, and the fact he gets the double up, they both offer themselves up, and he obliges, hitting 2 big shots. And makes it the third as they attempt this retake here. They're going to be feeling pretty hard done by. This was the Kicker opening. It felt great here. Kicked off fantastically well. Kicker again contributing. Dips on back, doesn't want to take the fight, and this is it for the trade. Flit just trying to remove Simple from the equation. Should have been there around every day of the week. That's a big round from the big man, and that's going to actually leave a bit of a mark here on Outsiders. Sure, James holds on to this AWP, but that was after they were just one step ahead with that call. It's been maneuvering throughout. There's only been a couple of moments in this game where big plays. Think about Chiron on an overpass with some real heads-up maneuvers, some good decisions under pressure, under the issue of the clock. That's another one right there from Simple. They're few and far between in this series. It's more often than not been the mind games. The in-game leaders calling them across the map, just info plays throughout here. Long smoke has landed, so sure they can have this mid control if they'd like. The AWP of James starting over towards B, but still plenty of time, as we know, to get himself a positional advantage. Mid control completely taken here. And James will start to make the way back over.
Doesn't move a muscle, and he's not going to have to just yet. It's long instead. Smoked well, good time. James loses vision though and throws a nade to try and punish. But yeah, as you were discussing, I think the path of least resistance.
They just used all their smokes on A right now. NaVi have nothing left. They only have a couple of flashes. Make that one flash right now to execute anyway. They have to play through with this fake right here. They've left Kickert on B.
This has to be the all-in. Nothing Kickert throws at you now can stop you. But it will, because look, he's got what he's got in his cache, hidden just by the bricks. He's got another one of those. Exactly where it came from, 30 seconds. Flames are down, flashes in, Kickert blind, and NaVi burning. NPL 5, 6 HP, Perfecto on 5, the bomb will go down.
And that's the round. That's the round right there. Kickert needed to get a multi-kill, or it's just going to be a save call. So NaVi, they break through. Easy as you like here. And they could even start hunting right now if they want. There's still more pressure to be applied in this round. Sure, the bomb's down. You can try and remove some rifles here from Outsiders if you would like, but that just seems way too easy. And that's when it looked very difficult. Outsiders again going for this gambling nature late, and you could see all the util expended by NaVi on towards that site. The fact that you're going B with just a flash in your hand and you still make it work, the efficiency out of that Well handled here, and they're up to 12, and they're looking to close things in 2 maps.
It's like it's less exciting the frag onto Kick It. What's more exciting is the reason that he's alone on the site with 30 seconds left, and it's all through the way in which NaVi were pulling those strings. They made it convincing enough on that A side that James, the wizard of Counter-Strike, he's oh so wise, was fooled.
Yeah, but it looks like NaVi are going to have Outsiders' number again, right? You look at the head-to-heads between these two teams, sure, there's not a lot to reference, but NaVi, we talk about the powerhouse of a region right here. Mentally speaking, you come into a game against this team, you know you're up against the big brother, you know you get pushed around by these guys. These are the big names. The Simple's in the server, right? It's not just him, Electronic as well. This guy back since 2018 in this roster doing an awful lot of work. It's just scary, the name value alone, and, well, they're going to have to make their names count right here. Remember, Outsiders, Rio major champions. Here to try and prove that it wasn't a fluke. They've gone for the upgrade, brought in Chiron, made their way to the playoffs. Both of these teams looking a bit like the walking wounded, trying to piece things together right in front of our eyes. And right now, NaVi look like they've got what it takes to break through here on Inferno.
Oftentimes we see the player with the only big gun try and take a bit of an early initiative. You can see Flit's flirting with it. Flash, perfect, and trade. Simple does get away. Damage onto James.
And they got the long control. They know the orb's towards B. They're punishing this right now. Big space taken. Bits found another.
Yeah, he's quaking now. Poor Fame. What's he supposed to do? Gets down the smoke, holds his breath. It's all him. And look at Kicker and James, they're still on B. They've given him, sold him down the river. See what you got, mate. See what you got, because NaVi have got 13.
Starting to pick up steam right now, and more comments from Blade Rat talking about how he thinks that their meta is a little bit outdated here. The Outsiders are starting to run. So as far as the brains are concerned, NaVi look like they have their number. This is the T side. They're just consistently making the right calls, the right moves. That's the trade back. James, if he was able to get that kill, a completely different conversation this round. And then they activate with that information towards this A side of the map here, and you bang on. If Fame gets a couple kills, yeah, maybe we consider it. But if he doesn't, well, he's done. We need to preserve this AWP. They'll get kicked into an AK, sure, but we are getting right now into the danger zone for this map. Only 2 CT rounds for Outsiders thus far. That was the pistol that they couldn't convert. Remember, Electronic in the second round to play, the Tech 9. It was a late force by call. They pull it together. He gets 3 massive kills. He only has 7 in total for this half, but that impact has been felt. It's put NaVi up to slews. 3 sets of rounds here in 2 consecutive fashions. Breaking streak as we look now to an Outsiders bye. Do they take the fight? Do they start changing things up? What is the difference maker going to be here? Because they're giving away a lot of control. You've seen Kick It and Flit passive in scenarios over towards B. Just there, they tried a bit of late round aggression.
What will that change-up be? Flit thinks aggression could be the answer, and with frags like that from Kicker, it could be. The wrench in the works, 3 early frags on the banana fight. That is a complete different look. And Flit will use his low HP, given the advantage, just as a report, a beacon, and a fast flank. If nothing comes knocking.
It's kind of crazy that they've left Flit on low HP, just so committed. Sure, a re-smoke, that's great. Simple's going to have a look elsewhere, just going to walk past the line of the AWP.
You need the element of surprise is gone. Safe reposition from Fame. Kick it as well. Waiting for James. Setup adjusted or posted and collects. Comfortable for Outsiders' response. Counter-Strike conversation underway, and Outsiders voice concerns.
Well, there was a change-up, that banana aggression following through with 3 players right there, getting everything they would have wanted and more. That was Kicker who took a lot of damage, top banana at the start of the round to the utility rally. Then they pull in all the frags here, and another timeout, third here. This will be on the NaVi side of things, so they lose a round. Blade's more than happy to get in the ear straight away, and if they can hold them here, they can close. James pivoting in at the right time, and sure, it was an attempt from Simple and Electronic there, right? They had nothing to work with, just looking for a gap, trying to isolate a couple of fights, unable to do so.
I think Katowice is trying to will this to be a 2-0. They want liquid vitality. That's coming up. And so is more NaVi T-side attempts. Let's see if they can evade that opening gambit. Outsiders unlikely to throw anything similar again. And Simple knows it. Simple knows it. He decided to take a more aggressive stance and turns safely down. At the start of the round, this time, Simple takes matters into his own hands.
He's just calling an execute here. He wants pressure. Simple doing an awful lot of talking. Smokes are in the air, flashes are coming through too. Chiron has to stop this.
He's got nothing. A smoke, a nade, and a lost sight. An NPL gone elsewhere. They don't even have the bomb, but he just wants blood. Simple throws caution to the wind. Runs through the smoke, kick it. Will receive, and now what do we have?
NaVi can re-execute. They've got 2 more smokes. Coffins and CT can come out once more. They should be able to get in and get this bomb down.
That space should be a plant. Maybe not on default. Flames will cancel plans. Fake. Behind the smoke. They might push on this. Planting with so many enemies around you. 3 versus 4. Stakes. Pushing. Fragging. Deathmatch from NaVi! 2 headshots, take the space back. Fame trying to relinquish control and can't handle Perfecto.
James gonna save again. There's no way he gets involved in this. That was a number advantage situation. I feel like Simple just gave away the game right there, just pushing forward, taking that fight, running through a smoke. He goes down. The fact that they could execute again, and you can see it from Jamie, he can't quite believe it.
I'm telling you, man, I think you can see it in Simple's moves. He, just like the crowd, wants to get this done in 2.
But this is the thing, right? We can sit back and we can wait, or I can go in and I can fight them. And that seems to be the answer right here, because that's not the first time he's run up Banana in that fashion, taking those fights in between the flames. And he's the one calling the execute. Yo, let's go. Let's take the fight. They're not playing the site. Let's get in there. Let's apply this pressure. Let's not play their game. Let's play our game. And NaVi trying to flip the script where they found some of their better success. And this is Electronic. He throws the molly. He says, boys, come with me. We're taking back this ruins control. We have no real estate. We can't play from back of sight. They'll whittle us down. We take the fight to outsiders. We get ourselves 14.
Relief. That's how that reads, and quite the contrary for Dastan, coach of outsiders. Just had his 30 seconds on the mic. That's what that sound signals. And now it's time for James to put the pieces in the right place. It's a long run now to that 16. Not for NaVi. Just 3 rounds to boast from outsiders' defense. And they need 5 more. NaVi to secure the semi. In 2 rounds' time, Simple again trying to take a lot of space for a little. It's a single Molotov late and a clear. Step 1, complete. Molly heard. Nade seen.
And no information for outsiders. They're passive across the map. That flash a little bit shy. More than happy to call top Banana clear though, and they could just execute towards this B bomb site once again. James can't find himself in the action here. Removed from the play right now is going all the way back to spawn as Simple and Electronic. They're going to pick up a couple of extra goodies here. Any utility that they've invested in, they can pick up and they can go again. Some more flashes, that's going to clear off a couple more angles, and especially important when you're dealing with an AWP of James. But full Banana control. They can take top mid if they'd like it. A lot of spaces, outsiders are trying to hold on to their util. Kick it with a bunch over towards B. Fame once more. James, Molly as well here.
Damn, Simple is talking a lot. Astute observation. James playing on the short side. Safe from the flash. Shot to the crotch. Electronic's gone. And so is most of the round. We've got 30 seconds now. Hamstrung into the site, flashed. alive. Bit the opposite, and that's the setup. The A site once again prevails unless Simple can do something ungodly. There's 2 on the site, you've got 14 seconds. Oh God, he's got Chiron, and James still there, bodyguarded nicely, Flit to save them. And no time for fun and games, 5 seconds as James secures 12.
This is really stubborn out of Outsiders here. The fact that NaVi have banana control early again, they're applying pressure again, and then they're not playing and not hedging over towards that side of the map. They're just playing the same setup, right? Allowing just Flit and Kick It to try and deal with it on their own, right? And trying to call ahead of the pack here, and the stubborn calling helped them out a lot. It meant that they were into the stack, that NaVi thought that they were able to fake them across the map here, and that was not the case whatsoever. MPL down to bit of a Mac 10 here, and that could be telling of an apartments pop. And now the mind games come back in. Outsiders starting 4 over towards B just to drop a lot of utility to help out Kick It and Flit. Now, if this is faster over towards A, which is potentially the case here, Bit and MPL are already making their way through halls. Electronic throwing an early smoke over towards that long side. This could be an apartments pop. Do they want to take the bomb with them? That's the question. Currently on the back a Bit. This is more direct indeed.
Can they break them? These 2 guns, Chiron and Fame, have made it work every time. But this is more direct. This is quick. NPL, straight out of the skies. James takes him down, brought down low, but so is Bit. Chiron reveals himself, and NaVi with nothing to show for it. 2 up short, crossfire set, still no contact given. The friction comes from Electronics. Peek, and a good peek at that. Flit, victim, and he's into the site. 1 more to find, and Fame meets his fate. Oh man, these rounds determined by independent brilliance at that point.
I want to say decision time here for Outsiders, but of course we know what the decision's going to be. 15 now secured for NaVi, and the fact that they just stand, they just posture, their weight. Electronic, this is exactly what he's been known for, right? I know it's only 10 kills, but you can think about some of the rounds he's had impact. You break streak, pissed around for Outsiders, Electronic steps up. Around the loop, done. Losing the 2 opening kills, MPL and Bit both go down. He steps up once more with a double kill. Just peels their way into 15 rounds right now. NaVi just 1 away. Heroic are waiting in the wings for this. Traditionally a pretty hard matchup for KDN and co.
Yeah, I think in the interview he said something like, we play them 10 times, we win 1. Well, I'm sure they're watching and probably biting through their nails as it looks like NaVi getting ever closer to securing that head-to-head in the semi-finals here in Katowice, Poland. Outsiders, 3 consecutive defensive rounds, or it is curtains. Look at this, the second as well. The angle, elevated. You know Flit's not pre-aiming that. And Perfecto the awareness, knowing Fame plays A, still alive and kicking. NaVi, 3 opportunities, 3 match points. A forward smoke to sow seeds of doubt for that B defense, and ouch, Kick It swallows a nade. Perfecto the same. An equivalent exchange.
Again, Simple, lots of talking here. Just, he has a lot of control of the map here by being the player deep in Banana, wants to take that fight, calling for the follow-up util. There's the flash. And again, this pressure applied to Kick It and Chiron. Well, Chiron, see, you don't say that one over towards B all that often. This could be the knockout blow. Everybody congregating Banana. Enough silly business. Let's close this together. Enough for an execute here as a softening nade lands between 2. Skittled down, Electronic and MPL, half HP.
Still 5 hearts beating, albeit low. Smoke for smoke, flash as well.
They have to go.
NaVi really don't want to be thrown. Oh, Chiron, he's going down 100-0 in the Molotov. It's Kick It only the 1, and down goes Fame. He gets nothing done. James will have to save them. Not ready there for this, as Electronic again with impact. 4 already in the round he wants, and he takes by force. Quad kill on match point. Electronic will ace to close. We're off to the semi-finals. NaVi condemn Outsiders to a pack in their suitcase, as NaVi will meet Heroic on Saturday.
Massive stuff here from NaVi. This team putting themselves back together again. Last year, a tumultuous task. This year, a new young blood in the server. MPO holding his own, finding impact throughout, playing with some of the biggest names in Counter-Strike. And one of those biggest names, Electronic, stepping up huge in the second half. The in-game lead.